Hey guys, in today's video we are going to talk about how honest should you be with your partner. So this video is for you if you've been wondering, shall I keep things secrets from my partner? Shall I tell him or her everything? Like, where should I stand? What's healthy and what's not healthy? If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are not new, I'm glad you're back. I am Céline Remy, your relationship and intimacy coach, and I'm here to help you bring your sexy back in life. Now, let's start with honesty. Honesty and transparency, I believe, are actually a way of life. And it's how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I do believe that it starts with you. Really, it's about learning how to be honest with yourself. That's the number one place to start. This is a tricky one. A lot of people don't always want to look at the hardship about themselves or things in life. It's easier to say, I don't really want to see this. I would much rather look somewhere else and pretend everything is rosy because I don't really want to do the work, or I don't want to show my weaknesses, or I don't want to admit that I wasn't showing up fully. Sometimes it can be painful to be honest with yourself when you know that you fell short of who you want to be. But if you can't look at yourself with radical honesty, then you can't show up in your relationships with that same honesty. So then it leads to being honest with your partner. I believe that you should be honest 100% of the time. Now, this does not mean that you have to just pour out every single thoughts that are happening in your head, right? There are moments in times. And it doesn't mean that you need to have your partner to know everything about you when you're going through difficult things or helping you deal with everything. It's also okay to be like, hey, I'm challenged right now. I'm feeling really upset and I need a little bit of time by myself. And then I want to come back and reconnect with you. Like, they don't have to know everything that made you mad or what's going on, but it's okay to acknowledge what you're experiencing, take care of yourself, and then come back for the reconnection with your partner. And I believe there's a third area where you also need to be honest. It's in the bedroom. Because if you want to have a great relationship and great sex, you are going to have to be honest. If you are faking orgasms or pretending that everything is good, the person is never going to know that something is off. And then nothing will ever change. Now, there are ways to be honest. You don't have to be mean. Being honest and real doesn't mean you have to be not nice, right, in saying things. And that's really important. Now, there is also a fine line between privacy and secrecy. In order to have full honesty with your partner, you also need to have trust in your relationship. If that's a new relationship, you may not want to give them yet access to all of your phone passwords and your bank accounts and all of this. Being honest doesn't mean being a fool either, all right? Trust is something that is being earned throughout time when you see their behavior. And so if you are committed to being honest with yourself at all time and show up honestly in your relationship, then through time, what you share with one another will also change. Now, I get it. The truth can be uncomfortable. It's hard sometimes to tell the truth. But trust me, it's really freeing. And if that's a relationship that matters, you want to be 100% yourself. If you have to hide things or not share things of who you are not in the right relationship. And it's okay to bring up things that are not comfortable. There are times and space to do that. Don't just bring it on your partner at the most inopportune time, but schedule a time to talk and have heart-to-heart conversations and be willing to just understand each other. You don't have to agree with everything, but seek to connect and understand even through the difficult things that you have to share with one another. So remember, honesty and transparency are a way of life. It always starts with yourself first. If you can't do it with yourself, you can't do it with somebody else. The more honest that you are, the more willing to share vulnerably, the more free and authentic you become. And the more free and authentic you become, the happier you are, and then the more joyful and fulfilling your relationships can become. So embrace who you are totally and fully, accept yourself and accept your partner. And this will go a long way. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the like button.